Hi there, and welcome back to another edition of the Travis Beck Show. Sorry it's been so long. I lack consistency. So sue me. That's the hardest part of having a podcast is consistency, as you know, and I'm going to bring it back hard and heavy, baby. I'm going to bring it back so freaking hard. You're going to be like, holy shit, this guy, where's he been? He's a household name. Watch out, Conan. Watch out, Colbert, who frankly sucks ever since he went on, NBC or stopped doing his show on, Comedy Central. He sucks. Jimmy Kimmel's the worst. Actually, no, Jimmy Fallon's the worst. They both suck. Conan was the best. Craig Ferguson was decent. Oh man, Seth Meyers sucks too. I don't care what you did on SNL, you suck as a host. Quit smiling so much. You have a family in your basement that no one knows about, okay? I come from Nebraska, the land of good late night show hosts like Johnny Carson and Dick Cavett. That's right. Dick Cavett and the late, great Johnny Carson, both from Nebraska, where people actually have, values and work ethic and pure souls. This is just a heads up about my new show, and you're going to start seeing clips and more guests. It's not just going to be my pretty face, it's going to be other faces that are not as pretty, and maybe some prettier faces than mine, but that's going to be hard. That's going to be challenging. I'm going on 12 years in Los Angeles. I'm from Nebraska. I work as a location scout in the film industry. Some of you may know me, some of you may not know me. I hope to get to know people I don't know. I hope to reach many viewers that have never met me, never seen me. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Crazy times out here in LA, huh? In other news, fuck Blake Lively and the horse she rode in on, which was actually her husband's horse, Ryan Reynolds. Fuck Ryan Reynolds too. That power couple is causing waves recently with their lawsuit and then countersuit against some guy named Baldoni who produced and directed the latest film that Blake Lively was in. All you gotta do is watch a couple interviews of her showing her true colors or being whatever character she's being. It's not likable, okay? And let's face the facts. Ryan Reynolds is likable in his movies, but what's he like in real life? I don't know. Once you make a certain amount of money, I feel like something either switches in your brain or your soul dies or something, and you just become a robot humanoid that just wants more power and influence. I believe the other guy, Baldoni, over Blake Lively any day, okay? Oh man, that's just a mess. But I shouldn't even care about that. But I do because it's like I heard rumors that, Ryan Reynolds would like basically start directing the set. And it's like he's not even the fucking director. And he's just taking over because he's got an ego. And you got your own fucking tequila or whatever the fuck. You got a cell phone company you sold. Okay. They're just money hungry. Money eats your soul, is what I'm saying. Anyway, it's good to be back. TikTok's getting banned or was banned. And everyone knows why. Not really. Most people don't know why. It's not about China, and it's not about them having our data. It's that we're talking to each other too much. Anyone that knows anything about TikTok knows that it's mostly educational, okay? I mean, yeah, there's some like twerkers and dancing and shit, but I feel like the vast majority is educational. I could be wrong. At least for me, man, my algorithm is like, hey, here's how to make a home garden. Here's how I fucking connected to the grid illegally. Here's how to grow this. Here's what they're doing in the government, etc. Deep, deep rabbit holes. I'm not from here. I'm from Nebraska. Back from a place that has values and work ethic. I moved here to pursue my dream. Okay, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be in the movies on the silver screen. And you know what I found when I came here? Drugs and homeless people and lots of booze and drunk driving. And I learned my lesson. And now I've turned it all around. And that's why I've decided to just be a leading voice in today's society among the youth and the old alike, okay? We don't like what we're seeing in the mainstream media. People are turning to podcasts and normal people like you and me to actually find out about the truth, okay? I'm not pretending to know everything, but I do know one thing. Our leadership has failed us, okay? They failed us completely. And Karen Bass, she is like the least savvy, least intelligent, just like bull in a china shop fucking politician I've ever seen in my life. Did you see the interview where she just stands there and pretends like she doesn't understand English when someone's like grilling her about like legitimate questions? Let's watch it now.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up, please? Appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home?
You see, when you use X, formerly Twitter, you get exposed to real information and what's really going on because it's not censored by the U.S. government and other like big corporations, okay? That's how it works. I work as a location scout here in Los Angeles. I work on film and movies and commercials, and I gotta say, it's really fun, but it comes with its set of challenges. But with each challenge, I learn something and I meet amazing people and just grow as a human. And now I feel like I need to give back with all these different stories and the knowledge that I've gleaned from different people that I've met, whether it's a retired police officer, a retired fireman, a grip, an electrician, a props guy. It doesn't matter. Different actors I've met. There's a whole behind the scenes world of, Hollywood that most people don't know about. And that's where the real magic is. When you work on a film set, it's normally a 12 or 14-hour day or more, okay? And there's only a few hours in the morning that you're really working and a few hours later at the end where you're working hard. But in the middle, people are just kind of hanging out. While you're filming, it's just a few people that are really involved and everyone else is kind of just like standing by, shopping on their phone. But a lot of people are talking. That's why movies are cool, because you work for a long period of time with people and you get really close. Me, personally, I work in mostly commercials, and it's more of like a short and sweet thing. 2 or 3 weeks of prep, a few days of filming, and then you're done. See you later. But what's cool about Los Angeles is it's a small world of filmmakers. I'll go on different sets, and it's all commercials, and I'll just recognize the key grip. I'll recognize the gaffer. I'll recognize the fucking set designer, Different people. It's really cool. It's like a small world, and I don't always remember the name, but I remember their face, and they remember my face. I was on the radio in college, and it was a lot of fun. 90.3 KRNU. I did a local music show called Lost and Found, had bands perform live, would play CDs, different things back then, records. It was cool. It was awesome. It was so cool, so much fun. There's something about radio that's just special, even with all the video and the streaming and the social media today and the video games and all the things the kids are doing. There's something special about radio. And we're going to cry and we're going to get mad and we're going to talk politics a little bit, but not really. We're going to keep it civil, and it's going to be healthy. It's going to be mostly healthy for me. This is a selfish thing, really. This is like my therapy. I quit paying for therapy a while ago. I was doing it online. It was pretty cool, but I had my fill. I got 3 years or so of therapy. It was good, but now this is my therapy, like stand-up comedy. I'm going to get back into stand-up soon. We shot something really amazing recently. I'm actually really excited because we filmed the biggest project of my life last October. Madam Hula. If you've been following me on social media, you've probably seen some posts from Madam Hula. And it was basically the short version of a pilot that we wrote with a couple friends and my fiance, and we shot it. And a huge budget that I didn't plan on getting, self-finance. And we made it work. I'm pleased to say that we've officially paid for it. $30,000. Just for a 2-day shoot. But we hired 20 people, and they're all at the top of their game. Good relationships, good vibes all around. We had a dolly, we had a steady cam, we went to a forest, we went to my house, we shot there. We got a permit. The full 9 yards, We're going to sell the TV show. So we filmed the short version of the pilot. And worst case scenario, we'll raise money to film the full pilot as what you would do traditionally. However, if all goes well and we play our cards right in this rapidly changing landscape, I will sell the TV show from the short that we just made. We shot on a Sony Burano. Shout out to Bryant. I had such a great crew. I produced it, and it was the first big thing I've produced, and it was just great. My fiance, Suzanne, directed it. And it's a big investment that we made right before our wedding, which maybe wasn't the most responsible thing, but I felt like the planets aligned, It was really just time to get Madam Hula out there. Anyone that knows anything about movies and television shows knows that it takes a long time for something really great to be made, through conception to creation. A lot of steps. Some people are like, oh, it's been 6 weeks. You don't have a script yet? Come on, bro. Anyway, I'm lucky, I'm fortunate. With the fires in LA, we're safe, we're okay. We're in Eagle Rock, which is northeast LA, close to the Eaton fire, but we only had warnings. We didn't have mandatory evacuation. So I'm definitely saying my prayers, thanking God, Lord Jesus, thanking the universe, whatever you want to call it. Thank whatever God you got to thank for how fortunate you are. I'm not trying to preach, I'm not trying to be cheesy, but I try to really practice gratefulness and gratitude as much as I can these days, man. Even just like food on my table, rent's paid, love my house, love my job, love my wife. So happy. Happiest I've ever been in my life. The more gratitude and gratefulness I seem to cultivate in my own life, the better my life seems to be. It's not, I can't take all this credit. I can't take all this credit. You can't take all this credit for all the blessings that you see in your life. Oh yeah, I just happened to meet a guy who met a guy who another guy knew, where I got that super cheap rent that was rent controlled for 12 years. I've lived in this house for 12 years almost. Los Angeles, rent control. I could even, if I wanted to, I could take credit for being really good at networking and meeting people and being a nice person that's likable and good at relationships and cultivating relationships. And I met the right person at the right time. But he just happened to have like a hookup. He's like, yeah, I have 3 rooms that are empty that I need to fill, and I was just one of them. So we had to find other people. This is in 2013. There's something out there, man. There's a quote. I'm going to look it up. The universe is a featherbed. I like cheesy quotes. Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under. It will lift you up. This is the trick. This is what all these teachers and philosophers who really counted, who really touched the alchemical gold, this is what they understood. This is the shamanic dance in the waterfall. This is how magic is done. By hurling yourself into the abyss and discovering it's a featherbed. Terence McKenna. Now, he did a lot of drugs, but he was wise. He knew a thing or two, okay? And I can tell you firsthand, I hurled myself into the abyss, okay? I moved out here with not much money, knew a few people, and I fucking made it happen, okay? I figured it out. So many people are stuck, and just full of fear. Oh, I live in my parents' basement. I don't make much money. Well, the money thing, that is a thing, okay? I got a job right out of college where I made $30,000 a year. That helped in Lincoln, Nebraska. It helped, okay? I could save $5,000 and then move out here. Even though I believe in reincarnation, which is totally real, we only get one shot at this that we remember. You need to go for it. You got to go for it. People, I just see I'm not even on Facebook anymore, and I see old friends, they're like posting these most depressing shit ever, and I'm like, dude, get out of your hole. You're obviously not hanging out with the right people. Damn it. I just see people settling for mediocrity, and it's like, as long as you're happy, but then a lot of them aren't happy. And it's like, okay, process of elimination. What haven't you tried? Okay, you got sober. You still have a shitty job. You still have shitty people around you. Still not getting along with your family. I escaped my family. I was like, how far can I get away and how quickly? Best thing I could have ever done. That's just me. What's your story? I saw some really inspiring thing by, of all people, Tyrese. Don't focus on other people's stories. Focus on your story. Okay, what's your story? It's really easy to be distracted by oh man, they blew up, they're killing it, they're doing great, they have a high paying job, but it's not good. You need to have tunnel vision on what makes you happy, what sets your world on fire, what sets your heart on fire. Tunnel vision. Do it. Love you.